Great awakening, light lords, and grand rising to those who have not yet awoken. To know that every day that you are alive and that you exist, that there are cycles that you live through, but those cycles can be changed and you can experience a new life. Today, I'm going to be talking about the law of vibration again. Going to be explaining some things more thoroughly so that you can know how to gain or how the process, so you can know the process of a mental transmutation. Okay, we have cycles in our lives, things that we experience repeatedly over and over and over again until we learn or become more conscious of the reason why we experience those things. This is why it's so imperative. It's so important that you either study your astrology, study your numerology, get a tarot reading, or just examine your own dislikes, likes, and what you just go through daily, and see if there's anything you need to change to better oneself. Okay? Numerology and astrology and those other things are just right-brained techniques that are broken down to the left brain so that the left brain can understand it more thoroughly. So go study astrology, go study numerology, and many spiritual topics, even if you don't believe in a higher being or some type of God or anything like that. You can break it down to your left brain. You can take things from the right brain, which are more creative and less analytical, and then analyze them and break them down to make them make sense. The point of this existence is to better existence. So in order to do that, you must align your left and right thinking. This is how to gain balance within oneself. When you're going through something in your life that seems negative and you keep experiencing it over and over and over again, is because that there's a choice that you must make. Do not victimize yourself. Do not make yourself become a victim of anything, because really everything is you. Everything outside of you is really within. That is why Christ says heaven is within and ye are gods. He also says ye are gods. Okay? So you can't victimize yourself. You can't, at that moment you realize that everything is one, and that everything has a direct relation to you, then you cannot be a victim. You can't be a slave. You can't be a slave to anything outside that you perceive outside of yourself, because everything is in the mind. Everything is all within oneself. The things happen in your life, if they seem negative, they happen because you're keeping yourself at a standstill, or you're keeping yourself within those cycles. The way to break free from those cycles is to observe the cycles more thoroughly, and to know and to not become an escapist or go into escapism, but to actually understand the situation that you're in and overstand it and evolve and gain more wisdom from the situation that you're in, so that you can level up. Because life is like a game. This is all being simulated. This is all being simulated to experience what is already constructed within the mind. This is the conscious mind. What you call the subconscious or the unconscious is just the potential of everything that can happen. It's just the potential of everything that can happen in your life. When you're thinking, an example of this is when you're thinking about what could happen. Okay? When you're thinking it's actually happening. Everything is now. Okay? All is mind. So everything is actually just one. You're just one focus point. Everything is happening all at once. So when you're thinking of something, when you're thinking of what could happen, and you're visualizing, you know when you're thinking of something, when you're visualizing, when you're breaking stuff down in your mind, you're visualizing. You're already visualizing and meditating. That's what people must understand. You're visualizing and meditating all the time. What people call meditation is actually just you focusing or allowing yourself to notice it more frequently, okay? To notice how your mind works more frequently. You're already visualizing, you're already visualizing when you think, just by thinking, period. But the point is, what you're visualizing is actually an experience, is actually a potential experience, okay? The imagination is the imagination is the subconscious mind. They don't teach you this. They don't teach you these things in school. They don't teach you these things because it's really supposed to be common sense, but they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to tell you that, you're actually creating your reality, and that whatever you imagine can exist in this realm as long as you focus your energy enough on it and focus your time enough on it, or get enough people. If you don't have specific talents or specific gifts or specific skills that you can gain, and you can get more people to focus their energy on it, and just keep focusing your energy, and other people will come around that actually focus on that thing also and bring it into existence. See, this is what these principles and laws are very basic because they're natural. They naturally happen. These things naturally happen, okay? Everything is naturally happening. The universe, they say the universe is expanding. The reason they say the universe is expanding is because people are evolving. Nature automatically evolves. The purpose of nature, the purpose of being, is to be. There is no other meaning. There is no other meaning but than to be. There is no other meaning than to be and be better. Not just be, but be better and better in progress. You see what I'm saying? That's the perfection. So what one must do to change the situations in their lives is to visualize. This is the process. Visualize. That's when you go to the subconscious mind. When you go to your own subconscious mind and you visualize what you want to happen, then once you successfully visualized exactly what you want, you focus on that. You focus on that continuously, frequently. The more frequently that you focus on what you want, the faster that it will manifest in your life. Thoughts are things. Thoughts create everything. The sun is sending me photonic energy right now as I'm speaking, and I'm getting basically charged. I'm supercharged. I'm using, my body is automatically, naturally, see, everything happens naturally, is naturally using human photosynthesis, because the human body actually takes in more light than plants, and using that energy to give to all the different parts of my body that need it, so that I can express myself and basically, express myself smoothly and be in this situation that I'm in now, giving the knowledge. Everything happens for a reason. See, there's no one against you. There is no one against you. Everything is up here. Everything is right here in your heart, in your mind. Everything is everything. And nothing is something. So you cannot victimize yourself or blame anyone else for your situation. All it takes is focused attention, focused thoughts, focus your thoughts. Analyze your being. You don't have to analyze yourself astrologically specifically, but notice the cycles in your life. Notice what you're going through and how often you go through these things. And think and visualize ways to get yourself out of this situation righteously or properly. Try to think of the most proper way to do things, to do anything, and you will see a change in your life. Share and subscribe. Peace.